On August 1st, around 10 BC, Claudius was born into the illustrious family of the Julio-Claudian dynasty in Rome. His parents were Nero Claudius Drusus and Antonia Minor, a noble lineage that promised a significant future. As Claudius grew, he overcame physical challenges, including a speech impediment and a limp, traits that made him seem unfit for leadership, yet they would forge his character. Claudius was educated in the traditions and sciences of Rome. He was keenly intelligent and developed a love for history, which later informed his policies as emperor. During the rule of Tiberius, Claudius was largely overlooked and kept away from public life, living in the shadow of more ambitious relatives. Despite his exclusion, Claudius demonstrated resilience and became a thoughtful observer of court politics, noting the intrigues of those around him. Claudius unexpectedly became emperor in 41 AD after the assassination of Caligula, thrusting him into a role for which he was ill-prepared yet determined to excel. Once in power, Claudius initiated several reforms, including the expansion of the Roman Empire by conquering Britannia, strengthening the empire's reach. He also reformed the legal system, promoting meritocracy over aristocratic birthright and increasing access to justice. Claudius's reign is marked by his construction projects, including the Aqua Claudia aqueduct and the expansion of the road system within the empire. He also advocated for the rights of women and the lower classes, making him relatively progressive for a Roman emperor of his time. Claudius was not without controversy. His relationships with his wives, especially Agrippina, were often marred by political intrigue and personal betrayal. Despite challenges, Claudius's dedication to the military and his efforts to create a stable government helped fortify the empire during turbulent times. Claudius's administrative reforms, including the creation of new provinces, showcased his organizational prowess, setting the stage for his successors. He introduced significant public works projects such as roads and aqueducts, enhancing trade and communication throughout the empire. Claudius's intellectual pursuits also included writing. He authored works on Etruscan history, demonstrating his dedication to the heritage of Rome. His tenure as emperor saw general peace, later termed the Pax Romana, allowing for economic prosperity and cultural exchange. Claudius's passing in 54 AD marked a pivotal moment, as his rule impacted not only Rome, but also the subsequent emperor's approaches towards governance. Long after his death, Claudius would be remembered as a ruler whose unexpected rise to power and significant reforms left an indelible mark on the Roman Empire, showcasing the complexities of leadership. At the dawn of his birth on August 1st, around 10 BC, Claudius entered a world of political intrigue and immense power, being the offspring of distinguished parents, Nero Claudius Drusus and Antonia Minor. His future seemed predetermined by lineage, yet his early physical challenges hinted at a different path. As a newborn, Claudius was cradled in the warm embrace of his mother, Antonia Minor, whose sharp green eyes held aspirations for her child despite the shadows of the Julio-Claudian dynasty bearing down upon him. Claudius grew up under the scrutiny of imperial expectations, often underestimated by those around him due to his speech impediment and limp. Yet, he quietly absorbed the lessons of history and politics, valuing knowledge over ambition. Despite his challenges, Claudius became a keen observer of the political landscape under Tiberius, where intrigue and betrayal ruled. His subtle understanding of court dynamics would later serve him well in his unexpected rise to power. In 41 AD, the air was thick with uncertainty as the empire mourned Caligula's assassination. Claudius, long overlooked, was thrust into leadership, defying expectations and embracing the weight of the imperial crown. Quickly establishing his authority, Claudius initiated reforms that expanded the empire's borders. His military campaigns were marked by strategic brilliance, illustrating his ability to lead and inspire soldiers. Claudius recognized the importance of infrastructure. He commissioned the Aqua Claudia aqueduct, a feat of engineering that would enhance Rome's water supply and symbolize the prosperity he sought for his people. Empowered with the authority of his position, Claudius championed legal reforms that advocated for women's rights and the lower classes, promoting a more equitable Rome that emphasized merit over lineage. During his reign, Claudius focused on consolidating the provinces of the empire, creating new governance structures that integrated diverse cultures into the Roman civilization, fostering unity and stability. Claudius penned works on Etruscan history, reflecting his passion for knowledge. His writings provided valuable insights into early Italian civilization and bridged connections with Rome's past. Amidst his political achievements, Claudius's personal life was rife with controversy, particularly in his tumultuous relationship with Agrippina, which would later impact succession and stability in Rome. Claudius's reign marked a period of relative peace and economic prosperity known as the Pax Romana, where trade flourished and the empire expanded, allowing cultures to interact harmoniously. However, Claudius faced challenges, including conspiracies against him that threatened his rule, yet his shrewdness and political acumen allowed him to navigate these waters with caution and prudence. Claudius's unexpected ascent to the throne demonstrated that leaders could arise from surprising places, a lesson that echoed throughout Roman history, challenging the concept of meritocracy. His death in 54 AD caught many by surprise, leading to debates about succession and governance that would shape future leaders of the empire and leave lasting impacts on Roman history. Above all, Claudius's reign paved the way for a better understanding of governance, showcasing that an emperor's background does not define their ability to lead effectively and compassionately. In the annals of history, Claudius is remembered not just for his role as emperor, but as a scholarly figure, a champion of legal rights and infrastructure, a true architect of a thriving Roman state. Following his death, the political landscape of Rome transformed, as Claudius's contributions created a framework for future rulers to build upon, influencing governance for generations to come. Ultimately, Claudius embodied the paradox of power, underestimated yet impactful, a figure whose influence extended beyond his immediate reign, still resonating through the ages of Roman history. In the conversations of historians, Claudius's journey serves as a timeless narrative of resilience, demonstrating that true leadership is defined by action rather than perception. Histories recounting Claudius's era will invariably illustrate his challenges and success, bringing forth a narrative rich with lessons applicable to contexts well beyond Roman governance. As a historical figure, Claudius's impact remains deeply embedded in discussions of leadership and governance, inspiring leaders to embrace inclusivity and strategic foresight. On August 1st, around 10 BC, Claudius was born into the illustrious Julio-Claudian dynasty in Rome, a day marked by the hopes of a noble lineage. His parents, Nero Claudius Drusus, a successful general, and Antonia Minor, a noblewoman of strong lineage, celebrated a birth that carried great expectations. Though born into privilege, Claudius faced significant physical challenges, leading many to underestimate his potential. Education became pivotal for Claudius, as he absorbed Rome's rich traditions, history, and sciences, despite his physical obstacles. During the reign of Tiberius, Claudius lived in the background, watching the political maneuverings of his ambitious relatives. In 41 AD, following the shocking assassination of Caligula, Claudius was thrust into the role of emperor, surprising many. As emperor, Claudius initiated significant reforms, expanding the empire and improving its legal system by emphasizing merit over lineage. Claudius's reign was marked by ambitious construction projects, including the impressive Aqua Claudia aqueduct, furthering Rome's engineering marvels. His advocacy for women and the lower classes initiated reforms that changed societal structures within the empire. During the Pax Romana, Claudius presided over a relatively peaceful period, promoting economic prosperity throughout the empire. An accomplished scholar, Claudius authored significant works on Etruscan history, reflecting his love for learning and culture. His tumultuous relationship with Agrippina, marked by political intrigue, influenced the perception of his rule and succession debates. Facing conspiracies and plot twists, Claudius's political acumen became evident as he navigated hidden challenges throughout his reign. Claudius's death in 54 AD marked a turning point, as it led to tumultuous succession disputes among his potential heirs. His unexpected rise to power, along with significant reforms, laid a foundation for future governance within Rome and beyond. Claudius is remembered not only for his accomplishments, but as a symbol that effective leadership often transcends personal limitations. Scholars and historians continue to revisit Claudius's reign, recognizing the importance of resilience and adjudication in leadership. Claudius's ambitious initiatives laid groundwork for future emperors, illustrating the importance of governance informed by social awareness. His legacy serves as a lesson that true power lies in empathy for the diverse populace under an emperor's care. Political theorists examine Claudius's leadership style for its emphasis on meritocracy and integration of diverse cultures within the empire. His unexpected journey from the shadows to the throne continues to spark conversations about the nature of leadership and effectiveness in governance.